Yo, what the hell? Oh God, I'm live. Oh my God, this thing always gets me every time. Well, I'm back. Yo, what up, YouTube, X, Facebook? We are back with a video reaction of martial arts and things. Man, so my Cavs lost. So I'm kind of sad. I was gonna bring some energy, but man, that's crazy, but I think we'll still take the series. I think we'll take it in 6 now. I was thinking that they'll take it in 5, but I think they're going to take it in 6. The Pacers have proved quite a fair opponent, so I didn't know they were that good in shooting. So I watched the Pacers against a couple of teams, but they definitely brought the heat. So credit to them. Um, so I got a few videos to react to. Man, I did not realize I had this many videos queued up for this session. So we're gonna react to a few videos. I'm going to react to some choreography. I'm gonna react to a street fight or like a cage fight. I got another video from another creator that I'm gonna react to on specific movies that actually inspired him to get into martial arts. So I'm gonna react to that video. I'm gonna also give a take on some of the stuff that got me into martial arts, and I'm gonna break down as much as I can uh, break down in some of these in this one fight in this video that I'm gonna break down. I'm gonna break down the body language and who I think is going to win based on their body language and their balance and all the other stuff that helps some of these fighters prevail in a fight. So let's see here. We don't have any viewers yet, so we are still very small YouTube channel. I just started doing live videos probably around the beginning of this year, so still getting used to this. As you can see, I am working on my background. So, but we're going. Let's see what we're gonna react to first. We're gonna react to a King of the Streets video. If you're watching this on the playback, please do me a favor and hit the like. Uh, Damn, this may be the latest I ever streamed, so I'm kind of discombobulated because this is usually the time I wind down. I am old, so us old people get up early because we have stuff to do in the morning. So we're gonna react to this video first, and I know I've said that 1,000 times. I am just stalling. Get this water out the way. And let's go to our first video. I'm going to break this one down. I haven't seen it yet, so a lot of times I don't like to watch these videos. I like to react to it in real time. All right. So this is King of the Streets channel. I can't even say that. I think Halis Street Fighter versus Panzer USP Hooligan. So if he really is a Street Fighter, I'm probably gonna go with him. Say that he's gonna win. Hopefully the audio is good. Maybe I should check the audio real quick. Yep, we are good. At least on my end. So here we go. Hopefully it's not lagging too much. Oh, I missed it. Is he the Street Fighter? Panzer. Alice is a Street Fighter. So I just going based off the name, and he might win. Wow, he's got a big mustache. So we're gonna find out. I'm gonna observe a little bit, and I'm gonna give my takes about halfway through the fight. So all right. So first off, the guy with the tattoos already went in for a hard power punch. So he is definitely not afraid to get hit. So this is gonna be a doozy. Man, they're both going in hard already. He went straight for the takedown. So obviously he doesn't respect his opponent. He went in hard, like Nate Robinson went against the Paul brother. I forgot which one he fought, Jacob Paul. Um, or no, he fought Logan Paul. But yeah, man, he went straight for the takedown. He wasn't afraid of his attacks at first. So I think he intimidated him at first. So that's why he went straight for the takedown. And he threw a couple of blindsided sweep kicks just to throw him off. So got him in a headlock already, man. Wow. Jesus.
Wrestling scene, kurwa.
He got him pretty quick, man. I wonder how much these guys get paid. I know they have to get paid. They're putting their lives on the line, so that is nuts. They fight on hard ground too. That was the quickest fight I ever seen. It didn't even give me time to break it down, but I kind of figured it already. He started throwing power punches. He wanted to end the fight quick as possible. So this guy right here with the tattoos, he's the type of fighter that could probably win a fight with 2 or 3 people. It's going to take at least 2 or 3 people to take him down, especially people his size. So, because he threw some nice sweeps too. Those sweeps were not weak sweeps too. Those simple sweeps could have probably broke your leg, man. Like if you let it land. So that was a quickie. So we're definitely gonna move on to the next one, man. There wasn't much to break down there. The other guy just didn't stand a chance. So I haven't watched this yet. It is a sword. It's on the Rogue Origin Films channel, and I saw the first 30 seconds of it. It seemed pretty sweet, so I was gonna react to it on live. So good. So for these type of videos, I like to break down camera angles, sound effects, because it's choreographed. So you got to put a lot of work into the sound effects and the special effects and the motion and the movements of the camera angles. So hold on. I got to actually share the screen. Oh man. All right. So we are watching Way of the Blade, Modern Samurai Chronicles. Let's get it. What the? Oh, the audio didn't cut in until about half a second, so it just seemed like it was on mute. All right, very good intro. So the music faded in. I got some nice sound effects already. Got good camera angles, very close up. So uh, the the creator wants to get you involved in the action right away. Um, and then, as you can see, he's catching his sword, so it's really not. I wouldn't recommend that in a fight. Try not to catch anybody's sword. So, um, hopefully, everybody can hear this. Hopefully, the audio is good. I don't have any live viewers yet, so if you come in, let me know if the audio is good. Okay, I'm going to continue. Choo, choo, choo. Okay, so hold on 1 second. I want to switch this. So, um, as I've mentioned before, I don't like a whole lot of close-ups, but in this particular scene, they seem to have made it a little more intriguing. So, actually, I think the close-ups are good. Hopefully, we get a little more. Hopefully, to zoom out a little more later on. But like so far, the close-ups are fine, especially in the beginning of the video, because it shows it. They want the viewer to be involved right away to keep you engaged. He's got the reverse grip. A lot of people in the space who uses swords do not recommend the reverse grip, and the reverse grip just means you're not holding the sword as a traditional way that you would hold a sword. So you just reverse it. You'll see it a lot in my videos, but that's for entertainment purposes only. I probably wouldn't use that grip to defend myself in a fight. So okay, so I like so there's gonna be a lot of start stopping. So it's a reaction video, so I like to break these down. But as you just saw, they showed the camera, they panned on the guy. I'm gonna reverse it. So they panned on him. And a lot of times, a lot of issues that I have with a lot of other videos is they'll keep the camera angle too focused without the scene moving. So they'll keep it too focused without moving the camera, without any kind of panning. So in this particular moment, they did the panning very nicely. They kept the shot focused on him. They blurred the background out, used the depth of field. That's really it shows professionalism, especially because you don't want to see the background. The background is not the focal point right now. So very good sound effects, and it seems to be very sync with their motions and their movements. So that's a plus. Woo! Now, I don't think people understand that. Like when you fall down with a sword in your hand, you got to make sure because you can die just from falling down on your own sword. So I did this a couple of years ago when I shot the video with the Dark Tiger series in Virginia, and I had to do a scene where I got blasted with two swords in my hand. So I had to do, that was a very dangerous stunt I did, and people don't even realize it. But like, um, if I had fallen on my swords or anyway, there would be no. That would have been very bad. We didn't have any first aid kits or anything, so they definitely people would have had to call an ambulance because falling on your own sword is damn near fatal. So obviously I think the props that they're using in here is fake. Nobody is using real swords in some of these videos except me. So I'm the idiot. But yeah, I bring that up because these swords do look real. So shout out to them. Nice. Good blood. I don't know when I'll ever start implementing blood in some of my videos, but that's next level editing there. So and makeup. I need a makeup artist. Yeah, that was a good video. Let's go to the next one. So that was a quickie. Oh, okay. So now I'm going to react to. We might as well go to the one. Okay, so I found this video just searching the webs, and um, he is. I haven't watched the video. So I'm gonna react to it real time, and he's basically just showing everybody uh, the the martial arts or the movies that inspired him to do martial arts. So I'm gonna react to him, and then I'm gonna kind of give my take on the stuff that inspired me to do martial arts. So if I can find the video, so I would usually have these queued up, but I don't want to risk the lagging, even though I'm hardlined. Oh shit, I'm not hardlined. Hold on. Oh, how do you forget? Let's hope this doesn't screw up the stream. Yes, I'm hardlined. I don't understand. It still says whatever. All right. So we're going to react to, if I can find it. And then we got a funny video to react to afterwards. All right. So here it is. Eh, God. Oh, game seven's on right now, isn't it? Oh no, it starts at like 9. Um, bear with me. I'm getting this started right now. So here it is. So this one is I just subbed to his channel too. It's got 49 subs. It's got 50. So he should have 50. Um yeah, it's called the Action Zach, and it's called The Movies That Inspired Me to Learn Martial Arts. So um I'm going to react to this, and I'm kind of going to give my take on it.
Alrighty, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. So today's a
Yo, this guy's got a better setup than me, man. I'm jealous.
bit of a different video for me. So you're of course watching the Action Zach. I'm the Zach in that, and we're actually going to talk about the movies that inspired me to a life of martial arts. So I freaking love martial arts. It is one of my absolute favorite things. I think there is no better form of gathering determination, character, and really getting the ability to turn pain into progress, into actual purpose, and to hone oneself and skills to near perfection. I don't believe in anyone having the ability to be perfect, but I do have the sense that we don't know how close we can get to perfect. And I think martial arts is a great avenue for that, for those who wish.
Yes, and this is one of the reasons why I've always kept bowling and martial arts intertwined. These are the two things that I've kept in my life the longest. The one that dropped off just recently is bowling because I hit a ceiling. Like there was nothing I could do about getting past a certain point. So I did retire. I came back for about a year. I did very good, but as as I've learned in the past, every time you come back, you kind of fall back to old habits. So um, when I quit, like this is what I recommend for a lot of people in the bowling community. Like if you've been bowling for a while, won't you like take off a year or two, especially if you're struggling a lot, you don't see any kind of progress. Try to learn something else. Do something else. You might find out that you have other skills and other talents and other interests. Bowling keeps you away from that. Like it kept me away from a lot of things that I was good at. So um, I mean, you can come back and then you might actually have a good year or two coming back. I did come back. I had a really good year. I made a lot of money in tournaments. It was actually probably the best years that I've bowled just coming back after like a 3-year retirement. And then here I am. I never went back after that. I just I just went back to see have anything changed, and I really got my answer. I was like, yes, it did. I wasn't super aggressive. I wasn't angry all the time when I was bowling. I was just having fun. So um yeah, man. That's just my suggestion, man. If you've been bowling forever, just lay off for a year or two and come back once you've tried something else. You might find out life is better on the other side. You might not. Just try it. So, oh yeah, I was gonna finish my thought. So bowling, I had a ceiling in bowling, and martial arts, there is no ceiling for me. I have been getting better ever since I started doing martial arts. It's been over 30 years. So, um, yeah.
to practice. So let's go over the movies that inspired me to martial arts. First up, we have The Matrix. So, using a mixture of styles of kung fu that were expertly choreographed and beautifully filmed. So, it had a lot of action and gunplay as well. But for Hollywood, this was kind of a big first.
It's weird because he taught Neo jujitsu in this movie, and the people that I watch, obviously it's a movie, so you see like MMA fighters and UFC fighters in the ring, and a lot of them do Brazilian jiu-jitsu, jiu-jitsu, and it doesn't look like anything in the movie. So a lot of stuff that he looks like he's doing in the movie, it looks more like karate or a mixture of karate and jeet kune do. So it's very interesting. Like some of the stuff that you train outside, or like the martial arts that they teach in the U.S. is usually like Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Like some of these martial arts is just used for strictly combat, and the martial arts that I do is mostly sport. So um, it's very interesting.
in terms of a martial arts on the big screen. This was a really big step for them in showcasing this type of action. Everyone I know, including me, has all tried to bend backward and dodge bullets. So, not really, don't actually attempt to dodge bullets. That is extremely dangerous and you will fail.
I know Kung Fu. Show me.
Next up, Fist of Fury. So the second Bruce Lee film I ever saw after Way of the Dragon on TV, I actually got to see this one all the way through without commercials. So it featured Bruce Lee's own style of Jeet Kune Do and incorporated Wing Chun.
Time out. Okay, so I need to look something up. So I think The Matrix was released in 1999. Let me see. The Matrix. 1999. How old was I then? So I had already been doing somewhat of martial arts before that. All right, so let's continue.
Which is what he trained in with Ip Man, the very famous Ip Man, which also has his own movie series played by Donnie Yen. So watching Bruce Lee
Bruce
launch
Lee's a
people
goat.
across the room with side kicks and smash faces with back fists was awe-inspiring to me. To just see the absolute speed and power, it was outstanding. It was just amazing to witness these things. And I truly urge you to watch this movie if you haven't seen it. It is a bit older and the choreography and style is a little different. It's more 70s tuned to East Asian cinema. But man, these movies were good, man. Next up was Bloodsport.
Yes, Bloodsport was a big one for me. It wasn't the reason I got into martial arts, but Bloodsport is one of the movies where it inspired me to what did it inspire me? Oh, it inspired me like because like you get your ass kicked a lot when you're younger. So like it really taught me that you can get your ass kicked and still come out the winner. So it's very interesting. It's like drives you to become better than you are. So in the middle of a fight, you can actually progress in the middle of losing a fight. It's very interesting.
The first Jean-Claude Van Damme movie I ever saw, my father showed it to me, and witnessing his flexibility and beautiful kicks, I mean, just superb snaps were just a sight to behold. He mostly uses karate and kickboxing whenever he does films. That's kind of his primary style. But this movie really had it all. It had the idea of kumite, which I loved the idea of, 1v1ing people. I was also a huge Mortal Kombat fan. So I really loved the idea of 1v1ing people, even though I was terrible at the arcade game because it was rigged, because that AI is actually the same AI that will become Skynet later in life, because it is the most advanced AI because it's such a douchebag.
Yo, that was the scariest face back in the 80s, man. Like, geez, like this guy gave me nightmares. Just his crazy face.
But overall, the movie is fantastic.
Yeah,
Very
I used to watch Bloodsport when I was in the military once a year. Every year I watched Bloodsport until I got every year that I lived in Virginia, I watched Bloodsport. It's the most motivating movie that I've ever watched from that time. So this was a great movie back in our time.
very, very cliche, very, very 80s, but it's a good movie. Next up is The One. So this is the
I forgot about this. I watched this movie a lot too. I've probably watched this about 20 times. Yeah, it's like if you're into like Dragon Ball Z or something like that, which is one of the things that actually phased me into martial arts was Dragon Ball Z. It's funny, that's where I get my training regimen. You wouldn't believe that, but like the one um to where it was like supernatural fighting. I've always liked supernatural fighting, like to push a person past the limitations of what a human can do. I always love that. So this is why I like if you ever see me on social media, I'm always posting about supernatural TV shows because I like to I just don't like natural. I don't like being natural. I've always talked about this. I hate being average. So I'm always striving, trying to be better than the average. And that's probably why The One was one of my favorite movies cuz um like I oh my god, I actually sympathized with the villain, like the bad guy. I mean, I hate that he killed the dude's wife, and man, that was terrible. But like, part of me was hoping that the villain won. So it's very interesting. Like, I wanted to see what the one looked like.
first Jet Li movie I ever saw. Later, my actual favorite film of his would become The Hero, which I think is an absolutely beautiful Chinese epic. But this movie was the first I ever saw. Magnificent displays of Baguazhang and Xingyichuan, which are beautiful Chinese internal martial
I mean, this man does his research, man. It's pretty. That's credibility, man. Good on you, bro.
arts systems, which I have very briefly studied. So seeing the fluidity of his movements was absolutely mesmerizing. I mean, to see such an intricacy in choreography done by someone who actually grew up training in martial arts. I mean, talking the Jet Li was on the national Beijing Wushu team. He was brought up and trained
Jet Li is the reason why I do martial arts the way I do it. Him and Mark DeCascos, capoeira. I love wushu, ninjutsu. I don't know where the hell I got ninjutsu from. I don't know why I've shown a keen interest in ninjutsu. There's this movie called The Princess Blade. I might it might have a lot to do with my interest in swords because obviously the Japanese originated um, their weapon of choice was the katana and also the samurai sword for samurai. So um, yeah, so Mark DeCascos and Jet Li mostly, and then Jackie Chan was where I got the crazy movements. So I've learned from all three of those guys. So
trained this way in the Shaolin ways. He's a very devout Buddhist, so he is every bit, a kung fu warrior, if you will. And watching it for the first time was just absolutely insanity. I just never seen anything like it. But the pinnacle of what truly inspired me to a life of martial arts is something I believe every kid from the 90s can relate to: the Power Rangers. I
facts. Yep, Power Rangers was one of them. So I would say from one, two, and three, Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z, and there was one more. I don't know what it was. Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z. There was one more that really put me through the roof. It might have been just a bunch of Asian movies that I was watching. So, yeah. Let's see what it's gonna say.
I just freaking loved the Power Rangers as a kid. I thought the costumes were cool, even though they're technically not, and all the kicking was neat, even though
First of all, the Power Rangers pissed me off because they kept getting their asses whooped, man. Like, dude, I think that's why we liked it because we was like, man, these guys kept getting their ass whooped and they kept winning the battle. I think that was like that was like fantasy for us kids. Like, imagine getting your ass kicked all the time and you still win, like the fight. So, it isn't until like later, like the later 2000s, like the 2010s, is where you start seeing the main character die, like the villains started winning. So yeah, they kind of changed that narrative. Like, man, you guys aren't gonna get your fantasy. We're gonna kill everybody off. Like The Walking Dead. Once The Walking Dead started killing all their characters off, everybody started doing it in every show. The Arrow, you got The Last of Us. There's other movies too, like I guess you could talk about the Vampire Diary, the trilogy. Like they just kill off the main characters now. So there are no fantasies, and I think that's a good thing. We don't want people to think that you're immortal and that the heroes always win. The heroes do not always win.
the choreography is really weird, actually, looking back at it as an adult. I loved the white Power Ranger though. Tommy, I thought he was the baddest dude there was, and I wanted to be able to do every single thing that he could do. Later in the show, he actually became the evil Green Ranger for a bit, but I still loved his moves.
I thought he was the Green Ranger first, and then he uh maybe he was just getting a little bit ahead of himself, but he was the Green Ranger first. He was the evil Green Ranger first. He wasn't even a Power Ranger yet. They made him the the only reason I know this is because I just recently watched it. So he was a Green Ranger first, and Rita made him the evil Green Ranger, and then he became the White Power Ranger after sometime after that. So that's some dirty ass shit. But yeah, the fights in this damn shit was phony as hell, man, and it was good back then. But like when I watch it now, it's like, what the fuck, man? I would have been one of the baddest ass stunt persons out there because that shit looks so fake.
I always thought he was super cool. Couldn't really get behind the long hair, but you can't win them all. So, but the Power Rangers were like the very first thing that I really technically was like, oh, dude, I want to do that. And that's actually the thing that my parents were like, well, if you want to learn martial arts, we'll put you in martial arts. So, and I was about 5 years old at that time, and then 7 years old when I got a really good action.
It's weird because I never asked my parents to put me in martial arts. I just did it on my own. I mean, that's I guess it's one of the drawbacks of why I don't have really like a tribe of martial artists because I've always been the lone ninja. I did actually make a series of that, so I definitely would not recommend people to do what I did. Like I learned on my own, but in the offset of not having a community or a tribe of people of like-minded people. So it's that was kind of a one of the probably one of my biggest regrets is learning martial arts on my own. So I'm kind of stuck in my ways. I've been trying to look for dojos and stuff, but I just everything changes, man. I've been learning on my own and I like to learn on my own. So it's just I've been trying to look for other people that do the same. It's very tough because most people can't teach themselves this stuff. So it's not an easy thing to learn. You can YouTube anything, but you can't YouTube the foundation of how to do martial arts. You need somebody to teach you mostly, like generally. I happen to be the outlier, so it's I mean that's just how it turned out. I'm not really complaining too much about it, but yeah.
Actual teacher, so an actual it's what's called a shihan, because he was the head of that dojo, and I never looked back. So those are the movies that inspired me to martial arts and to an absolute love of martial arts, and I urge you guys to check them out and watch those movies and tell me what you think. Well, if you do martial arts, what style do you do? If you like that type of stuff, what
Hey, my man. So I don't think that's gonna happen. Nobody in 2025 is going to go back 20 years to watch something because I'd be telling people to go back and watch stuff that I've seen like last year. They're not going back. Uh, this is the problem with this new age way of thinking. People like to see things on the trend, on the way up. They don't care about the past. So, um, like I'm gonna tell you some movies that I haven't watched, and it's gonna really demericalize me. I haven't watched The Godfather. I have not watched Top Gun. I have not watched The only reason I watched Scarface is because somebody made me. So that was a bonus. What else movies I haven't watched? Oh, Forrest Gump. I never saw that. So um and I know these are all good movies, but I haven't gone back and watched them. So it's just not really on the list of priorities. They come out with so much stuff so quickly, man. It's really hard to go back to a dated era where the technology wasn't as great. The only time I ever go back and watch a movie is if I want to feel nostalgic. I'll go back and watch the 1960s Night of the Living Dead. So I'll watch the black and white version of it. Just stuff that I know that's good already. So Hellraiser, the original Hellraiser, man. A lot of people hated that movie. Um, but I liked well, it was just I liked it because it scared me as a child. So when I go back and watch it now, it's like funny as shit. Like I'll beat your ass, Pinhead. Like, it's funny. But yeah. Um,
What inspired you? What got you on the path to martial arts? So definitely, you know,
I was bored of tumbling, man. I mean, real talk. So I did backflips, I did full twists, I did backflips with full twist, bunch of cartwheels, front flips. I did about everything I could physically do, and then I started doing a bunch of kicks, and then I started watching martial arts movies, Asians. Like I watch more foreign movies than I do American movies. I can name you about 10 or 12 movies from every country in Southeast Asia. The Philippines, the best movie they ever made just came out a couple years ago, which is called Maria. Like I would definitely recommend people watch that. It's one of their best movies coming out of the Philippines. Um, Dragon Tiger Gate, it's got Donnie Yen in it. Uh, Nunchucks, I love nunchucks. Got nunchucks in there if you like nunchucks. Um, yeah, but yeah, I didn't start really working with all types of weapons until recently when I came back to Cleveland, which was in 2017 ish. Because I couldn't buy a whole lot of swords. I was broke. I couldn't buy a bunch of weapons. So when I started making real money, um, yeah, when I started making real money, I started buying a bunch of weapons. So that actually elevated my martial arts. Crazy, right? Yeah, the first half of my life, I was doing martial arts without weapons, and I mean that's the fundamentals, man. You can teach somebody, you can teach a new student a weapon, but that's all they're gonna know is the weapon. I would like if I had a student, I would teach them basic kicks, basic movements, stretches, fundamentals when it comes to longevity and um, how to overcome fatigue. So stamina. So nobody, even from my age, I don't know too many people that can run long distance as far as I can. So obviously I'm not in those groups. There's probably plenty of people that can run longer than me. But for the people that I know and the groups that I'm around, I'm very much an outsider. So um yeah, it's really hard to find people when you train alone, man. Because I have my own way to doing things. So um every time I come in contact with another martial artist, they try to change shit that I've been doing like all my life. So like this is why a lot of people who do different styles they clash because a lot of stuff that karate experts do may not be practical for people who do taekwondo, which is mostly kicks and stuff and like tornado kicks. So like every martial arts has their own set of rules and dynamics that is particular to their martial art. So this is why I practice multiple martial arts so I can get different dynamics and different styles. So if I'm actually in a real fight, I can change up my style and confuse the other opponent. So when you go from capoeira to like just traditional boxing for that, so I could go straight to a street fighter to a spitting backyard kicking motherfucking monkey. So, but yeah, uh, I think that is gonna do it, man. So that was interesting. Oh no! I got one more video. I was gonna do the funny one. Hold on. I'm not going anywhere yet. I got one more. This I can't believe I forgot about this one, man. This is gonna be the funniest video of the fucking night. Like I said, I haven't watched the whole thing. I watched the first couple of seconds of it. I was like, oh my god, I gotta react to this shit. It's only a minute and a half, so hold on. This is nuts, man. So we are gonna. So it's called Action Comedy Sword Fight, and it's from Godfrey. I can't even say that last word. Ricky Wart. Yo, that's not even a word, bruh. It's gotta be from another country. So this is gonna be funny, man. Gonna be laughing my ass off. What the fuck? So this is obviously choreographed, and it's supposed to be very comedy. Look at his face, bro. What the fuck is that? Yo, this shit's already making me laugh, man. Standing here like looking serious. Yo, this is one of those faces you make when you're not serious, man. Yo, look at yo, it's the goofiest looking face that yo, I couldn't take myself serious if I looked at that. Like what the fuck is that, man? What the hell? Yo, I'm dead. I'm dead, man. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, first off, man, yo, shout out for all the good ass sound effects. Yo, I usually take these videos serious with the sound effects, the camera angles, man, they're sharp, just like the swords. Now the swords they look like they're spring folded, which means they're durable. Um, they have a little more bend to it to give it more durability. But yeah, this guy jumped in the air. He's going for a fucking front slice, and he missed the entire person. It fell on his fucking face. That's crazy. Yo, you can tell these swords is fake as hell, man. Shit's made out of styrofoam, man. Oh, what the hell? Yo, this guy got stabbed in the fucking leg with a styrofoam sword, man. God damn it. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the hell is going on, man? Yo, this is the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen. God damn it, dude. Yo, them shits ain't styrofoam, they're plastic as hell, man. How you gonna get stabbed in the fucking gut with a plastic sword? They're literally holding the swords by the blade. Like, who does that? Yo, this is the most awkward, non-practical fight I've ever seen, man. Oh, the music is, oh my god, look where I stopped it. The music is so fucking epic, man. Yo. I'm done, man. This is gonna wrap up tonight, man. I'm done. I'm going to bed. Yo, what the Yo. Yo, I quit, man. Yo, like the video, man. Subscribe, man. God damn. Yo, I've never seen some shit like that before, man. I'm just done with the internet for today. Yo, bye.